Hello, folks. Coming to you high atop Zerith Mortis, in the land of Vestpoid milk and honey. Okay, so today you are here because you want to learn more about Weakauras. You might have tried it before and had problems. I myself installed it and deleted it twice, mostly because the first things I tried were pretty complicated. And the last time, I just tried simple things, simple little things that I really needed. So, without further ado, let's just show some of the things on my screen and talk about them. This little thing here is a Weakauras telling me that I don't have my Pocopoc summoned. So I can actually click on it. Amazing. And look at that. My Pocopoc is summoned. It says he's not searching for any treasure, so I need to right click on him, and now he's searching for treasure. That's gone away. And you can see up here, it shows 60 minutes for his buff. Pretty nice. And this is his buff showing down here on this little extra guy. So, okay. This is class buffs. So I'll click on that. Hey, come on. Pocopoc can't have it? Okay, I do. There we go. Now I have my buff. Okay, I'm missing my... Now these three are all mage things. So, oops, don't click there, click here. Yeah, I made this myself, and I don't know the trick about clicking on Pocopoc. Like, it'd be kind of cool if I could click here and make my mage stuff. Like, maybe that'll be my next improvement. I'll redo all my add-ons and make them so you can click on them. This does the Bastion buffs. There's 5 different bells sort of things that you can get. Plus, there's also the little man who provides you with the potions of healing if you're in that covenant. Okay, one more mage buff. I don't have any food. Let's get my food. Now these are special Zerith Mortis things. This is the SW keys. This can't remember the name. You know, those chests we have to open all the time. I mean, I've been over that 100 times, and I think I'm not quite sure what these are, but I've written down here that you need 7 of them. And there's the sound. Okay, so the honk is the sound that I need a buff, and once a minute that'll repeat, and this will stay up. But when I click it, we get the beautiful sound of Zen calmness. Isn't that wonderful? You might not think so, but in this video, you won't learn how to change that. Sorry. So these are kind of cool. I didn't make either of these up. I like this one because it shows all the names, and I like this one because it goes with the zone. It doesn't just give me the Shadowlands pile, and it's missing these ones in here for this zone. It's missing all those zone-specific ones. So I like to know about the ciphers of the little ones, because those are what I use to upgrade and get better equipment here. Okay, so now we've shown a bunch of these things, and there's a whole bunch of cool stuff with this one. Let me just show that one special. /Weakauras. And what's it actually called? Oh, here it looks better now. But when I look at it, I'll be able to see. So it should be Zerith Mortis drops. It's got to be in the loaded section. There we go. Zerith Mortis drops. Now I'll have a better chance to explain it better. Okay, because they're all explained nicely. So, Sandworn chest key fragments. When you get 5, this will pop up and tell you to make a key. This is showing how many of the keys you have. This was spatial openers. You need 7 to complete that. And when you drop a dominance key, it's going to pop up this icon. And when you're working on strange goop, now I get a bit confused. I think this is the strange goop counter. I'm not 100% sure why it doesn't show it. Oh, there it is. I think it shows the counter of how many pieces of goop you have. And once you have 6, this will say make goop down here. And this is counting this will show ephemeral strands how many you have. Let's close this. Yeah, it's not really showing. When you get 15 or more, it'll show you how many you have, so to remind you that you can actually make one of those. Click on that and make one of those things. All right, so that's really fun. I think that's fantastic for this zone. I've loved it. I made it up for myself as a casual player. I wanted to know those things. I never knew them. Okay, let's go to the let's go to the other monitor and start talking about getting Weakauras and installing Weakauras. So let's just go to wago.io. This is where Weakauras is, and you find all the auras that you might want. And I'm going to look for a specific one, ZM Vestpoid. This is one I made it myself, and I'm going to demo it after it's installed to show that it works. All right, so click on it to install. Now, send to desktop app. You don't have that yet, but you can get it during the process. So right here, you want to download the WeakAuras Companion. Boom, click. Now I'm on Windows. You got Mac and Linux, so I'll click on Windows. And I've already got it, so I'm not going to save it. And we'll just move on without that. So this screen popped open. Oh yeah, look, I have another copy. I was going to show it. So I'll put this address also in the comments with everything else. And here we go. So now I want it to remember. It knows my app, so you can choose which app. So we always choose this one, the WeakAuras app. WeakAuras Companion, and then install Weakaura. Now that's funny because it should say install Aura, not install Weakaura. So I install it. I have to make sure, I want this every time. So open WeakAuras Companion. There, it's opened. Now it should show right here that it has something ready to install, but it didn't really send it down, and it never sends it down on the first time. So let's get it again. Send to desktop app, and now it shows up. I'm going to do another one in order to just demonstrate again. Let's just leave it as ZM. We'll pick another one. Goop. Viper and Lattice mods. Okay, we'll install that one now. Send to desktop app. Okay, now it's 2. See, now that's working pretty nicely. And let's look at the game under Weakauras. Usually, when you have something to install, it's right up here at the top. But it's never going to be there until you do a reload. Did they mention that over here? No? It would be nice. Doesn't mention that you should do a reload, but you have to do a reload now. So let's go over to the game. Oh gosh, didn't show the game? All right, let's go do it again. All right, here we are. Showing again, redo. Weakauras. Up here at the top, it should show the Weakaura that you're going to install, but it's not there. You have to do /reload in order for those to appear. And in the meantime, it's up to you to just clear this list. I can clear this list, and it just lets me know they're done. So it's just manually keeping track. If you're doing many in the same day, that might be helpful. And now let's look at Weakauras again. Here's the 2 to install. So let's do the first one. Vestpoid first. All right, so import. We always want to import. Okay, let's say I forgot. Did I do it or not? You can't tell by looking at it. Let's say I did it again. It says import as copy here. You wouldn't want to do that. So you always want to update the aura. You never want to make a copy. So let's update. So I can do that as many times as I want. Doesn't cause a problem. These things typically are installing, and you can see it's highlighting where it installed, and it's also loaded. So one of the biggest problems is you install something and you can't see it. Is it loaded? Because if it's loaded, it can come up. But there's no way to know this is installed right now, except that it says that it's loaded. Well, I guess I know it's absolutely installed. Can't know if it works till I try it out. Well, let's do the other one. And I'll show you something else. Oh, create as copy. What? Vestpoid Lattice mobs? Did I have it installed already? Okay, hang on. Let's close that. Did I get the right one? Oh, that's maybe I didn't. Here. Viperid Lattice mods. I actually have it installed already. Oh, I didn't realize that, but okay. I can update the aura instead. So yeah, let's go. This has custom code. Oh no! Update. Oh, look at. Yeah. Okay, so they're both in there. Now, let's go have a look. Look, what's down here? Ah, Vestpoid drone. Oh, it highlighted. Oh, that's cool. That's what it's supposed to do. Huh. Let's go over here. Oh, Vestpoid workers. Nothing's. Look at these guys. These Vestpoid drones have all lit up. Look at them. As I fly through here, it's going to show me what to kill and what not to kill in order to get what I need. Boom, boom, boom. The thunder goes off when they're seen. So, you may not like the thunder, but someday you might learn how to change the sounds. Okay, anybody chasing me? No, good. Okay. Let's see. What else to show you? Let's go back over here. And let's go. These are the auras that I have done. So, this is the one we talked about, Zerith Mortis drops. A whole bunch of these Vestpoid lattices, all these types that pop up mobs for you. Druid forms. That lets me know which form I'm in. As a druid who does healing a lot, I could go into a raid as a healer and actually in boomkin form. Oh, that's the one that's not telling me that. This is telling me, yeah, what form I'm in, not what spec I'm in. So the big problem is healing myself when I'm boomkin out in the world and then not realizing I'm sort of in human form, and in human form I can get killed a lot easily. So this shows me, especially when you're surrounded by a ton of mobs, at the worst possible moment is when you don't know whether you're in your druid form or not. You can look at your bar and maybe see, but I didn't find my bar was 100% reliable, so I made this up. Bastion buffs, I think we saw that. Fel Focuser, if you have one, this lets you know, hey, there's one in your bag and you haven't pressed on it, so I press on it. And there's 3 bobble worm pets, and these are all of the items that you need. You need one of each. And as you catch them, these things update with those numbers right away. And also, the Vicious Grey Bear gets one of these special icons over its head because it's in an area where there's lots of things, so you only want to see that one type of mob. Revendreth, to get the Crypt Kicker achievement. Mage Reminders, which I showed, and World Edge Gorger, and Venthyr Mirror Repair Kits. So it lets me know how many mirror repair kits have. I would typically have 9 and use those for 3 days and then get more. So I always know how many I have. Yeah. Adventure XP tokens, I don't know why nobody else installed it. 24 people looked and they didn't install it. For me, I always forget to use these things. These people must have some other habit that works for them that they didn't need this, but these just pop up and show me if I need to install it, or I need to run those, or, apply them to some adventurer. Nas drops. This shows the crumbs. I want to look at the comments, so let's go to that one. We'll come back to it. So Druid spec, this is the one I need when I go into a raid and I don't know what I'm doing. when I'm a noob and I'm in the wrong spec, so it shows me balance spec when I'm in there, or it shows me whatever spec I'm in, so I can be safe from stupid mistakes as a healer. So this just counts the number of Stygia dust and Stygia silver in my bag. So I would typically just want to see this count getting to about 30 each time I went in. If you were going to go in and do 20, it would take you 10 times going into the maw. So if you did it 10 days in a row, after 10 days, you'd actually be done with that part, which seems like a nightmare. It is a nightmare if you try to do it all at once. It takes you hours. Okay, let's go back to this one. I am curious. Description. This is all I have. Okay. Included auras. Just those 3 things. Okay. I did another one. I had another one to show the addons in Nazjatar, because when they pop up and actually show themselves up, then it's easier to click and go on them. But I guess I haven't updated this. I don't know if I put it in this one or if I made up a new one just for that. Anyways, those are a bunch of my own that I've done, and I have a link to these if any of these are interesting to you. But now the thing is, let's go back to the screen for a second. See how they have the 2 different kinds of currencies? I would actually like this with words beside it. Now, maybe just 4 characters, because I don't want to take up a lot of space, but I don't like either. Anyways, my point in showing these is not to say what I like and don't like. It's really to say, what do you like and don't like? There's a whole bunch of things out there, and you can find many that do the same thing. There's probably a few more currency applications out there. They might just do some subset of the currency. But basically, install them and just look at them for a while. If you don't use it, or if you don't like it, just delete it. I think that's the secret to not getting overwhelmed by it. If something is just overwhelming, just get rid of it. Or find something simpler, whatever you feel like works for you, or that you can handle, that just, works for you, I think is the important thing. They might have it all organized in a way that you don't like. Maybe you like a stack. Maybe people didn't download because my XP tokens because it was in a stack right over here. That might be the reason. Okay, I think that's it. I wish you luck with your Weakauras adventure.